Hi everyone, I'm True Soul, and welcome back to another action figure collection display update. This one being for 2023. So yeah guys, it's been a while since I've done these. Been switching some stuff around, mostly with the Marvel side. And lately I've been doing, where I just kind of go around my display and just show you everything. But I figured it's been a while since I actually kind of got in close and really showed you guys my figures and talked about a couple of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that this time, only because I switched some stuff around. So there's some new things to talk about, and I also got some new figures. So let's go ahead and go over here to the Star Wars side. Now, for those of you who know, as of recording this video, a couple of weeks ago I released my May the 4th episode. So that one was pretty much all about my Star Wars stuff, and I did talk about some of the newer things I got there. But when it comes to display, not a whole lot has changed, at least not up at the top. I got most of my clones up here. 501st, Wolfpack, Bad Batch. I still need to get there as the Bad Batch guys. I only have Tech, Omega, and Wrecker. See back there. I wanted to go down to my prequel one really quick because I did get a couple of new guys. I got Aayla Secura, very long awaited alien Jedi, so really glad that I got her for the shelf. I also went ahead and decided to add some of the clones that were actually in the movies. I decided to add them onto my prequel shelf just because it felt a little weird not having any clones on the prequel shelf and just having Jedi. Let's keep on going down a bit. Now this shelf, I didn't necessarily change a whole lot. I rearranged how some of the figures are on the shelf. I am planning on getting a new display, some new display steps, because I don't really like these ones very much. I want to get one where I can kind of put all of them on an elevated height, kind of like how I did with a couple of my other shelves. Now let's go ahead and head down here to the Mando shelf. I went ahead and put the Scout Trooper. He used to be up on the top, but I went ahead and put him down here with the other Mando action figures, just because technically this Scout Trooper comes from the Mandalorian series. So I got all my Mando action figures here. Also, I can't remember if I showed you guys the Death Trooper back there. I was thinking about getting another one, but for now I'm okay with this one. I might get a couple more Stormtroopers. I like these new Stormtroopers that they had come out with, this new body. We talked about it a couple of times. I might get a couple for my other shelves, but we'll wait and see. Another shelf that I just really like overall, mostly because of how I have it displayed, is my Empire/Jedi shelf. Really like how this shelf turned out. The shelf is made up of two display steps that I put together. That's why they look so nice and uniform. However, there is a gap right here, and I'm planning on filling that. Just not sure what figures I want to fill that little gap right there. As you guys can see, I got Wicket, who is a lot smaller than T-Boo, if I remember. I think this guy's name's T-Boo. But Wicket is definitely on the smaller side. Got my new Moira Jade over here as well. And of course, last but not least, well, unless you don't like the sequels, my sequel shelf. I still have not gotten an old man Luke, Han, and Leia. They're just not really high on my list of Star Wars figures. I had mentioned this in a video before. I do have most of these Star Wars figures that I feel like I need for my collection. The rest are kind of just things that I want. Mostly like the Bad Batch or different troopers as they come out. As of recording this video, they revealed they're supposed to be making some Magna Guard, so I'm definitely gonna make a video on those guys when I get them. But that's the Star Wars shelf. I wanted to go ahead and start off with that because that's the meat and potatoes of my collection. Now let's move over to the other shelves. And these shelves are the ones that kind of change the most. There are certain action figures that I used to have displayed here. You guys might remember the WWE shelf I used to have. I totally got rid of that. I'm not really collecting WWE that much anymore. Mostly because there's certain wrestlers that I like, but they don't make action figures of the gear that I like, so I just don't get them out. And I replaced that WWE shelf with a Spider-Man shelf. So these are all my Spider-Man related characters. I recently got the SH Figure Arts Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, so had to put him on there. I'm really looking forward to some of the other Spider-Man related action figures that Hasbro has been reviewing lately, so be on the lookout for that. I got my Venom movie Venom back there. I want to get a comic book one that actually has the symbol on his chest, but I think that's in a 2-pack with Null, and I don't really care about Null, so I still haven't gotten that. And let's head over to the top real quick, just because usually at the very top of this shelf, I usually just save for my miscellaneous figures that I don't really have a whole lot of to, justify giving them their own unique thing. I have Lieutenant Falcon up here, the Hasbro Jadro Classified Lieutenant Falcon. Don't really care about the face. I just really want to get Lieutenant Falcon because he was one of my favorite characters. I watched the Jadro movie a whole lot growing up. Also got my Jazzwares AEW Orange Cassidy, just a really cool figure, really like him a lot. Got my Owen Grady that my brother got me for Christmas. I got my SH Figure Arts Scarlet Witch, my Hasbro Quicksilver, and I recently got Sharon Carter. I just really liked that her outfit looked kind of like regular, like a civilian, and I've been trying to get more action figures that kind of look kind of on the normal side so I can use them as background characters in my stop motions. Also got SH Figure Arts Captain America, Cobra Commander, got a Cobra Bat, and a Hasbro MCU Scarlet Witch for, I think this was from WandaVision. I put my MCU figures up here just because they kind of looked out of place with the Marvel figures. But before I get to the Marvel figures, this is my Fortnite shelf, guys. I finally made a designated Fortnite shelf. And these are all of my Hasbro Victory Royale figures. And they look really nice. I think some of my favorites so far that I own, Sky, she came out at the beginning. Really like Sky a lot. Punk, also another really good looking skin. One action figure that I'm kind of annoyed with is Ghost Brutus. Now some of you that have Ghost Brutus might be able to relate. This guy is a menace when it comes to actually standing him up in certain poses. I have tried every pose I can think of and he keeps falling over. And I believe it's because his torso, his top part, is just way too heavy. And he has these skinny little legs that he has to stand on. That's literally why he's sitting down right now, guys, because if I try to stand him up at all, he'll fall over. So, really cool figure. I like the way he looks, but he just can't stand up, and it's very annoying. But yeah, really like Hasbro's Fortnite line so far. I have not heard any news about these guys in a long time, so I really hope Hasbro has not given up on the line. But enough about that. Let's take another dip real quick to the bottom. I know you guys want to see more Marvel. We're getting to that. Hold on. This is my anime / Street Fighter shelf. You could also call it my SH Figure Arts shelf, although technically Phoenix Iki over here is not an SH Figure Arts. I think he's a Bandai America action figure. He's come from the Anime Heroes line, which if any of you guys are familiar with Anime Heroes, it's kind of like super cheap SH Figure Arts. If SH Figure Arts was cheap, it'd be Anime Heroes. And some of the anime hero figures, they look kind of good, and then some of them look kind of trash. But I got this for Iki because I actually think he looks pretty good. Got my SH Figure Arts Bison, Chun-Li, Ryu, Naruto, Sakura, Sasuke, Akuma, and Ken. Now, for those of you who know, Jada Toys has come out with their Street Fighter line, and I am planning on getting those guys. I ordered, what's his name, Fei Long, I think? Or is that the second guy? I sometimes get those characters confused, guys, but you know who I'm talking about. I recently ordered him, and he should be here most likely sometime next month. So I'll definitely do a review on him when I get him. Let's go ahead and head back up here to Power Rangers. This is my Power Ranger stuff, guys. It's been a while since I've collected Power Rangers. I mostly wanted to get like Mighty Morphin figures. This shelf is a little bit on the smaller side, so I might end up getting maybe a 2-step display for these guys. I want to get a couple more putties, and then once I get those steps and see how my display looks, then that's probably when I'm going to start contemplating whether or not I should buy some more. I have been thinking about buying the rest of the space team, since Power Ranger in Space is probably my overall favorite Power Ranger show, second to Mighty Morphin. But we'll see, guys. I feel like if I end up not collecting more Power Rangers, I might end up putting the Power Rangers in storage and then making this shelf maybe some other shelf. I might end up making, depending on how many Street Fighter figures Jada Toys makes, I might end up making this shelf my Street Fighter shelf, and then make this SH Figure Art shelf just my designated anime shelf. You know, for like if I buy like Bleach or Demon Slayer or Berserk or stuff like that. But enough about that stuff. Let's finally go back up here to Marvel, where I have my X-Men shelf, which is slowly growing. I recently got Phoenix, as you can see up there. Very cool figure. And in the back, I also recently got Spiral. Still trying to get a couple more X-Men villains. I'm just kind of picky when it comes to X-Men villains, and I feel like if they don't make versions that I like, I just don't get them at all. But I am glad that I pretty much got the core team of X-Men. I recently got a new Beast that comes with the lab coat, so really glad that I got him. I pretty much got all the X-Men from the animated series, the ones that are part of the normal lineup. And then I got a couple of my other favorite X-Men, Nightcrawler, another one of my personal favorite X-Men, and also Iceman over there. Firestar, I'm still not sure whether or not she's an official X-Men or not. All I know is she's a mutant, so I just felt like it fit. I used to have Iceman and Firestar on my Spider-Man shelf because of Spider-Man His Amazing Friends, but I wanted to make more room for Spider-Man villains and other versions of Spider-Man, so that's why they're down here now. Alrighty, let's head back up to my main Marvel shelf, guys. And here it is. I recently got some more steps, and now I think my display looks a lot cooler now. I have so few villains, guys, so I put all my villains up here. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna end up getting more Marvel villains. I feel like Marvel villains is another thing I'm kind of really picky about. I was thinking about getting Baron Zemo, so I'll probably end up getting Baron Zemo for the Marvel shelf. I've been contemplating getting Ronan the Accuser, but he's another big bulky figure, and I don't have a whole lot of room for big bulky figures. I got my 3 Iron Men up here. These are the only ones that I have. I know they came out with another one that I think comes with the proton cannon. Ooh, if I end up getting him, one of these 3 is going away. I guarantee you. And I went ahead and put my retro card Spider-Man up here just because it's a Marvel shelf, so I feel like I have to at least have one Spider-Man up here. This is mostly my definitive Marvel shelf. There's still a few figures that I want to get. I definitely want to get Black Widow, which they recently revealed during like their like Avengers like anniversary stream, Hasbro's anniversary stream. that they are going to be making a new Black Widow, so I'm definitely going to get her up here. And I guess we'll just have to wait and see for other figures. I'm still debating whether or not to get Hawkeye. I do like Hawkeye, but I actually prefer the more modern Hawkeye with like the sunglasses and stuff, as opposed to the classic Hawkeye, which I like. I like that outfit, but I just like the modern one a little more. And that's pretty much it for all my updates and whatnot. This is pretty much it, guys, and I don't want to ramble a whole lot, so I am going to go ahead and stop talking and let you guys enjoy the rest of my collection. Comment down below if you have any of these figures and which ones are your favorite. And be sure to follow me on my Instagram. We can stay updated when I plan to upload a video, as well as see exclusive photos like of any of these figures here that you will not see in my videos. Alright guys, until then, be sure to like, subscribe, and go to my channel to check out other videos. Thanks for watching.